A really strong woman accepts the war she went through and is ennobled by her scars. I had this terrible stammer, so I couldn't really speak properly until I was 16 or 17. Well, I make every song I sing personal. I've never chosen a song that wasn't. No, because I was always nervous about being on stage. No, because I've never really changed my style that much. You usually can't tell what's inspiring until you look back on it. My father was a classical pianist, and my mother was a singer of just about everything. I always think it's interesting to dig a little bit deeper every time you go to some place that seems like a revelation or a strong connection to an emotional truth. Do you know how many concerts I've done in my whole life, in more than 35 years of performing? 64. I remember being on stage once when I didn't have a fear. I got so scared I didn't have a fear that it brought on an anxiety attack. I took it to heart that in order to be a good person, you never said anything mean about anybody. Sometimes, but the year I lived in France I started to write songs. We need role models who are going to break the mold. My look was even more solidified when I started singing in Greenwich Village with my sister Lucy. We wore matching dresses like the Simon sisters. As a singer, I tried on all these hats, these voices, these clothes, and eventually out came me. My scar is beautiful. It looks like an arrow. I try to get to those peculiar and particular things that you never think of saying. But when we listened to the radio, it was Bill Haley and the Comets or the Everly Brothers. There was a French singer, Françoise Hardy. I used to look at her pictures and try to dress like her. So I suppose this slightly mature fashion sense happened because of what I had. The models for me were more the folk rock singers of the 60s and 70s. Well, I tried to get a record deal in 1966 or 67, and everyone thought I was too eclectic. We went to see all the shows. American musical theater and jazz were very big. I'm still more comfortable with standards than with my own songs. I think that most people really know if it's a really great album. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to Best Quotes YouTube channel.